What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to yet another League of Legends video. I'm very happy to be back. I will be uploading Sundays around 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm sorry, I have no idea what that converts into, but yeah, so I'm not going to waste any more time, and I'm just going to dive directly into this. So I'm going to start off with Talon. So I really like the Talon rework. I know he's pretty frustrating, but I like him. So basically, they made him a lot more unique and a lot more like niche in a way because of his new E. Now, if you don't know what the new E is, his new E just allows him to parkour terrain like walls and stuff like that. And it's pretty frustrating because you could just be laning, minding your own business, and then Talon just hops the damn wall, and you're just like, what the fuck are you doing here, bro? And he can, like, you know, he can roam really efficiently because of that, and that's what Riot had in mind when they designed him, so I'm really happy that they changed that. So yeah, it is pretty annoying, but if you just ward and communicate with your team, it's pretty, like, it's not OP. It's OP, but it's not OP because it's really good for solo queue, but if you just communicate and ward, you can shut him down because, his E has a really long cooldown, so he can't hop back over the same wall that he just parkoured, you know, so you can trap him that way, get easy kills. Just a little hint. So yeah, overall, I like this rework, and it's a healthy rework, so I approve. Alright, so moving on to Rengar, League's favorite jungle kitty. So what did they do to Rengar exactly? So let's do a quick review. So what they did is they have a brand new bone tooth necklace for him, which is really nice because now Rengar finally gets rewards for killing everybody else on the enemy team, which obviously means it can stack up to 5 times, meaning he's killed everybody else on the enemy team. So I like that. It's really great. It's the old bone tooth was pretty like wacky and weird. I'm happy they changed it. I'm also really happy for the new Q because the old Q was point and click damage that is literally guaranteed like half of your health if you're an ADC or even more. So I like how it's a skill shot. It makes a higher skill ceiling for the champion, and I also like the rework W because if it's fully stacked and you cast it, you're immune to CC for a few seconds, and that just brings more outplay potential and more survivability. But you still stop Rengar in the same way, you know, you still want to just CC chain him and stuff like that. But overall, I like this rework, I really do, because it makes him different, more fun to play. Just overall, it's really healthy, so I approve this rework too. And now we're moving on to my favorite assassin coming out of this assassin rework, Katarina. So I just can't stop playing this champion enough because just applause Riot. Like, I love this rework, like I absolutely love it. So basically with this new kit of hers, she has so much outplay potential, and like because of the new outplay potential and the new kit, there's a much higher skill ceiling. It takes quite a few games for you to get used to it. You can't just play a few games and just throw her into rank. That's not really how it works. But because of this new kit, there's so much outplay potential, there's such a higher skill ceiling, and it's so much like prettier in a way. It's like graceful in a way to play Katarina now. Because the old Katarina, you had like a single combo that you would do to one-shot somebody. You would try to find a way to use that combo on the enemy team MVP, and then you would try to not get CC locked and just continue to do that off your resets. But now introducing these daggers just made it pretty game changing in my opinion, because you can shunpo to these daggers and just do tons and tons of damage, which in my opinion has to be toned down a bit. Like that passive damage, it's a bit much. Like, I know they made this passive so that her early game laning phase wouldn't be so shit, but honestly, there's no way a Katarina should be able to throw a dagger at your face, pick it up, and then do like half your HP. Like, that's a bit much. So in my opinion, you just gotta tone the numbers down a bit, just a tiny bit, because you don't want her early lane phase to be useless again, but you also don't want her to be half-shotting, you know, enemy mages and stuff like that. But yeah, so besides the passive, I really like the daggers because they give her a way of mobility. You can shunpo around. I really like how you can also now shunpo to like the sides of people and like behind them and in front of them, instead of directly like blinking right on top of their face, so now it's a bit harder to like outplay her, and there's just so much different things you can do because of the new kid. You now have like new ways to kill people. Like there's not just one single combo you can use to kill somebody. Like it can change based on the situation, and because of that it takes quite a few games to know which combo to use in a certain situation. But yeah, I'm gonna stop myself because I could go on for days about this champion. So yeah, as you can tell, I really like this rework. It's really healthy. I approve. And now we're gonna be talking about Leblanc, the bane of my fucking existence right now. God, I really hate this champion coming out of this assassin rework. So Leblanc, I'm just gonna say right now, her new passive does way too much damage. Like it's actually like ridiculous. Like I know I talked about Katarina's passive being able to do half your HP. Half your HP is like a bit over exaggerating for Katarina's case. Leblanc would actually do like half your HP. Like it's way too much. Like if she lands her chains on you, her chains take like a second and a half to actually like stun you or snare. I think it's a snare, but point is, if she lands those chains, you're pretty much done for, because it procs the passive the same time you get snared. That does like half your HP, and then she can just like dash on top of your face and do the other half. So in my opinion, overall, without being salty, I like the assassin rework to Leblanc. I really do. Because of her new ult, it makes it really deceptive to know if she's ganking your lane or if that's just her clone. And you can also, and even in 1v1s, like her ultimate makes it like pretty confusing, because you can't really 100% tell if it's the clone or it's her. As if the clone like did damage, like I would be like crying right now. Like if the clone's spells did damage, like that would be like pretty broken. But she's just really strong right now because of that passive. So Riot just needs to tweak that, the numbers, in my opinion, just tone that down a bit, and LeBlanc would be in a really good spot, just like Katarina. I mean, she is in a good spot right now. She's just doing a bit too much damage in the early game, you know? Like her lane phase is like so dominant because of it. Like it's just ridiculous. Like Katarina, at least like if she decides to shun Po to a dagger, like she can put herself in like a vulnerable position because she has to shun Po there. But honestly, like if LeBlanc can land those chains from like a good distance away, like she's safe and she does half your HP, which in my opinion is just a bit much. But I do like this rework though. The new passive is good, does too much damage, as I've said like a billion times already. The new ultimate, really good, really deceptive. You have no idea how many times I flashed from a LeBlanc clone because I was too busy farming top lane and I thought she came from behind me, but really it was just that goddamn clone. But yeah, she's really good for solo queue, really frustrating to deal with. Same thing with Talon. But yeah, I do like this rework. Alright, so that is going to be all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like this type of content. I make it every week. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Peace. I'm out.